three of the wealth creation formula. Your wealth creation formula is save it. No, it's save it all of it, okay? Now, this is the difference maker here. The difference in what you used to earn and now what you earn, okay? You went from 45 grand to 60 grand, or 80 grand to 120, or 120 to 200. I want you to save all of it, every penny of it, okay? So this really should say right here, save it all. Understand that. What I did was created income. I got a job, okay? Maybe I'm mowing lawns. I'm mowing lawns, and I'm getting $200 every time I mow somebody's big lawn. I found the big lawns. I went and I mowed the grass to rich people, only to rich people. I'm like, I get my $200. Then my second job is to increase my income. That means I need to do more than one job a week. Maybe I need to do a job every day. So I go from earning $200 a week times 7, $1,400 a week, right? Oh, I got a little business going now, okay? Now I got to figure out how do I increase the income from $1,400 a week to $2,400 a week to $6,000 a week to $10,000 a week. It's not like I'd be the only person doing that, not even in that industry. Now I'm going to start a landscaping business at some point. But in the process, you need to hit on step 3 or you will be broke forever. You will always have nothing because you don't understand how to what's called save. Now, I don't call this save. I call it save it all. Save everything. See, most people don't have money because they never save enough money or invest enough money for it to ever matter. This is what the financial pundits and the people on TV don't understand. Dude, start early, they say. Save nickels and dimes and quarters. It'll mount up to something one day. Really, when? When's it going to mount up to something? Because I need to see a victory now. Because right now it looks like I'm just going to be an old man, wrinkled, with 12 quarters in a drawer somewhere. There won't be any worth anything. The money's going down in value faster than you can accumulate it. That's why you quit on money. Most people never make it through the wealth creation because the thinking is backwards and is too small. So what I want to do right here is when I create income and then increase the income by whatever means, college wasn't necessary. Have I said that once or twice? Okay, I'm trying to send you a message. Save it all. Okay, that should say save it all. Okay, what you need to do right now is only spend money on what you need, not what you want. This is about the sacrifice. Oh, by the way, you won't be sacrificing much. You've been broke up to this point anyway. You're going to continue your same living standards. You're going to buy nothing. You're going to take on no new debt unless it brings you money. You're going to spend nothing on anything. Your lifestyle will not change. Your clothes will not change. You will not buy a watch. You will not change your car here. You will basically operate. The world will think you're still broke while you're saving it all, okay? Now, here's a little trick. I did this from the age of 25 to 36 years old. I rated my expenditures from 1 to 5. You can literally take out your checkbook, look out over the last 30 days, go back over your check statement the last 30 days and rate everything 1 to 5. 1, it was necessary. 2, it was necessary. 3, it was maybe. 4 and 5, you didn't need it, okay? If you go back through your checkbook over the last 30 days and see anything that was a 4 and a 5, I didn't need it, I wouldn't do it again, and then return it to the store and get your money back. That would be income, by the way, and you would be back on step 2 again. Okay? If you look in your closet and you see clothes or tennis shoes or things you don't need, or maybe some shirt you bought online that you haven't even unwrapped it, you haven't used it, and you could return it, okay? One way to save is to increase new income. Okay? Go back to the store, return that, get your money back, and save it all. How much do you save? You save it all. You save every penny of it. Yes, I am being a miser in step 3. If you want to create wealth, you must be a miser early in the process. If you ever want a shot at making big, huge, giant surges and spikes of money, you must be willing to save in the meantime, okay? You have to be able to squeeze down, manage, and control. I talked about earlier, the 3 C's. What? Confront, courage, confront, control. Most people don't know how to make money. Fewer people know how to keep money. The reason why is they keep little tiny pieces, okay? Why do you want money if you're just going to get rid of it? This is what most people do. I started my career in a refinery, okay? We had a job where we went and basically cleaned coke out of pipes, black coke, okay? it was the black coke product that comes from oil rigs, okay, and it comes from oil refineries and gas. It starts to muck up and it gets really, really hard. And we would blow it out with water pressure. And these guys, they're getting paid, I don't know, $28 an hour, $40 an hour, cutting their feet off, cutting their legs off, okay? It's a terrible job, it's dirty. And the whole time they're like, I can't believe they're only paying us this. I can't believe they're only paying us this. And then they would go to the bar Friday night as soon as they got off and blow it all. Why do you want to make money if you're just going to get rid of it? Okay. In fact, by the way, the reason you don't want to make money after some period of time, the reason an 8-year-old is more motivated about money than his daddy is at 38 is because his daddy spent the last 30 years of making money and getting rid of it, and the 8-year-old hadn't had that experience yet. The 8-year-old still thinks the accumulation of something, toys, money, things, clothes, is a good thing. So what's the money for? You got to ask yourself, what am I going to use this money for? Now, in this step, save it all, I'm just going to get you ahead of step. The reason to save money is to invest it. You've heard me talk about this in the Millionaire Mindset, okay? You save money to invest it. That's the only reason. You don't save for emergencies. You don't save for rainy days. The only real reason to save money is to save to invest. So we're going to be moving you through the wheel to create wealth. See, most people blow what they have. They spend their whole lifetime saving money, not knowing what they're going to do with it. I'm going to save it for a rainy day. I'm going to wait until something bad happens. And something bad does happen. They die. They die, and then they give it to the kids, and the kids blow it in the same weekend that you died. See, you got to ask yourself, why do you want to make this money? Why do you want to increase the flows? Why do you want to put it away? Why do you want to save it all? Because you don't want to get rid of it. I was meeting with somebody connected with the NFL and the NBA this week. They came to my offices and said, can you help our players? Our players, they're making $5.5 million a year, 78% are broke 2 years after retirement. Okay, it's horrendous. 60% of them have zero plan for when they retire. Okay, what's the purpose of the money? Ask yourself, why do you want it? What's the purpose of money? Okay, why do you want it? What are you going to do with it? Because if you had a prescription that said, look, your life will be saved, you will not have to work one day. If you do this wealth creation formula, I'll bet you save it. So why do you want to make it if you're just going to get rid of it? Look, here's some facts. This is what you need to know. This is the cost of living calculator in most cities in the United States. Groceries represent 13% of everything you make. So if you make $5,000 a month, 13% of it's going to go to groceries. 34%, depending on where you live, is going to go to housing. For instance, in Miami, that number is about 42%. Almost half of the income of someone living in Miami, New York, Los Angeles, Seattle, goes to housing. Utilities, 5%. Transportation, 15%. You need to get back and forth, right? Healthcare, 7%. Insurance is 11%. Entertainment is 5%. If you even entertain yourself. Oh, by the way, if you don't know where you're at right now, of all the money you just made, you're at 90%. You hadn't paid your taxes, and you hadn't saved a penny. Okay, this is how most Americans operate. They get a job. 90% goes to housing, transportation, healthcare, insurance, and basic necessities of life, groceries and clothes. 90%. Okay, you have 10 points left over of all your income, and you have not paid your taxes yet, which is impossible, by the way, because the U.S. government knows you will blow your money. So the U.S. government does what first? They actually take the money first from you because they know if they wait until you pay the rest of your bills, you'll never pay your taxes. So they take it from you before you even earn it. So what's left over to save now? Nothing. 76% of all Americans live paycheck to paycheck because they do this. They create income and then they complain about it. I got a job. They don't pay me enough. It's terrible. Okay, do you remember the book, the bank teller, the lady that sat? Some of you won't even know about this person. She sat in a window and she waited for cars to come in and get money and drop off checks, deposits, and checks were sent. They drive in. Hello, how are you? Good to see you here today. You remember the way you do the drive-in at Starbucks or McDonald's? Banks used to have those people that would sit there. What can we get for you? Take the check. See, that person went away. They were complaining about their job. They don't pay me enough at the bank. The bank makes billions. They don't pay me anything to do this. So what happened to that job? Poof, it disappeared. Hey, do you remember taxi cab drivers? Very similar to the bank teller. I had to wait for the yellow cab to come get me, then to get in a dirty car where a guy couldn't even speak my language, wasn't nice to me, didn't treat me right, wouldn't even bring me to the right location. I had to wait and overpay for that. Remember those people? That was an industry called cab drivers, okay? They'll disappear from planet Earth one day. And they'll complain about how little money they made. And you could talk to them. How's the economy? How you doing? I hate the company I work for. I hate the company I work for. I hate the people I pick up. I hate my car. And you see, poof, anything you complain about long enough will disappear, okay? Complain about your husband, complain about your wife, complain about your kids, complain about your income, complain about the money you make, and it'll all go away, okay? Complain about how much taxes you pay. The truth is, you should be asking yourself, why do I pay so little in taxes? You want to get to this end of the curve. Over here, people pay almost nothing in taxes. It's the way the game is set up. It's a rigged game. Over here, if you can get into this part of the wealth creation formula, over here, okay? Increasing flow, saving, investing. If you can get over here, okay? There's income I make I pay nothing on. I'm proud to say, as a great American, I pay nothing on it. Sold a deal recently, made $9 million. I'll pay zero in taxes. See, in this first part of the curve, you're punished. That's why people don't like income. People are told not to like income. You want to like this part of the curve. This is a good part of the curve. I don't mind paying taxes here. You want to pay a lot of taxes, though, okay? And then you want to create more income on this other side of the curve where you don't pay any taxes because it's all good. Let's face it, it's all somebody else's money, okay? Anything you complain about will disappear sooner or later, okay? Complain about your car over and over, it'll break down more often. It's a weird thing, okay? Complain about how it looks, it'll look worse. It's weird. Complain about your girlfriend's weight and she will get heavier. Trust me, she will not lose weight, okay? Same thing with money, okay? The advice, save it all, okay, is the right advice. The advice to save first is wrong. Do you understand? The first advice is to get income. Second thing is to create the income and make it bigger. The third advice is save it all, okay? To pay debt off at this point would be wrong. You just got some extra money. And now the guy's like, I owed the college 30 grand. Okay, bro, what you going to do, bro? What you going to do about owing the college? You owed the college 30 grand before you had income and before you increased the income and you couldn't pay him. If you didn't have any money right here, okay, you're starting out and you owe somebody money, would you pay him? You owe somebody $30,000 or $40,000 and you don't have a job, would you pay him? No, okay. Why would you pay him right here then? Well, I got some money now. No, because if you pay them now, you'll be broke again. You don't pay people their debt off right now. What you got to do right now is go through the whole wheel. You need to understand the whole wheel. This is what happens to people. Why people lose their $1 million mindset, why they never get to millions, is because they interrupt the wheel. So your goal at this point, right here, is to save 40% of everything that comes in. If you do the math on this, to save 40% of everything you earn, the only way to do that, if you go back to what I said earlier, the average American spends almost 90% of their income before taxes and saving. They spend 90% on just groceries, housing, a roof over your head, utilities, insurance, health insurance, and basic necessities. How could you possibly spend 40%? The only way is to increase your income. So your first two steps, get a job. Reinforce that job, make that job strong, make people dependent upon that job you do, man. Make you so strong, people want to throw money at you. And then second step is to increase that income so that you can ultimately save 40%. When we save it all. No watches, no new clothes, no new cars. We save it all, okay? So that one day you will actually have something to invest. Your step here is not to invest money. Do not send the money to a 401k. Do not go buy stocks at the point. Don't buy any real estate. All you want to do right now is save your money. And by the way, it's your money for the first time.